recording here in the live charting channel. Going to go over some trend continuation and some things for people who haven't seen it yet, and just kind of hit the charts. This is the live charting channel in Discord. If you're watching this video, just go here and click the live charting. And this is something for you guys that you can do. It's designed for the community, not just for me and Lex to come in and like teach. However, we like to do that. It's designed for you guys. And so, Rami, you're saying that you guys try to kind of like a regular thing.
We try at least once a week, usually around Wednesdays, Thursdays. We'll try to host these, just kind of get everyone on board. We chart, look at each other's charts, and then we usually will take some trades together. About 2 weeks ago, we were on a good winning streak from all the things that we found in here. So
nice.
If you guys want to join us, by all means, we're always here.
Nice. Good. All right. I just had a thought. Moderators, maybe make a note. See if I can give you the ability to tag premium crypto. I don't know if people have that ability, but if we can get moderators too, that could be pretty cool.
That would be great, actually. Yeah.
Also, there's this events. You guys see this this events channel up here? So we're going to start putting all of our events here, and it will show here. So right now it just says events, but if we had like crypto mentoring, live charting, community charting, public giveaway awards, whatever we had, like any events that we had, if we put them here, it would say like 5 events. Does that make sense? Like, and you could just click on it and you could see all the upcoming events and the channels that they're in. So we'll start using that more, which would be nice. So Rami, if somebody wanted to take lead on something like that, and then we could schedule it, then people would be able to see it here. That's my point on that. So yeah, let's dive into real quick the new strategies here and the additional strategies. Welcome to everyone just joining. We covered this yesterday in mentoring. We've started trading these as a community. We've alerted trades. We won a retracement. We won 4 continuations and we've lost 1 continuation. So in my testing, we had a 70% plus win rate. And so we are holding true to that currently with the community and hoping to continue that. I expect to. And so first thing we'll do is we'll take a look at the charts real quick just to see where we're at on what we've alerted today. And I got my alert set. So we will see. Might need to adjust some of that, but I don't want to get too distracted. So we'll just do the teaching and go from there. So holy spreadsheets. Here we go. Boom, boom. All right. Strategy. So this slideshow isn't like perfectly done yet, but it'll help you understand kind of what's going on. So obviously this trading view count was very basic, just a 3 EMA indicator and a Fibonacci retracement is what we're working with. You guys obviously know that you got to place your order in the exchange. So what we do in this strategy is trending price action. So you got to know what direction it's trending. And our current strategy is the CH1, the CH2. Those are in a ranging market, kind of like when we find our range, we're looking for the reversal. The 3-5A is when we see the Elliott wave, and it's even better when that's within a range as well, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. And then when the price is trending, that's what these are kind of coming after. So coming after the mid-range price action, or when it breaks out of a range and it's going to find the new range, we could trade that price action with these setups. So that's what we're after. Can you guys all see the PowerPoint, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Whoa, craziness. All right. So the exponential moving averages are not new. We've talked about these quite a bit. We'll talk about which ones. And then you guys obviously know how to do the risk management and stuff like that. So very, very simple strategy. It's really just 3 things. First is establish the trend direction. Which direction is price trending? Number 2, confirm the trade criteria. So are the exponential moving averages aligning with the trend direction? So if the price is trending downward like it is today, then we are going to look to go short, right? We want to trade with the trend. So price is dropping. We want to go short, but we want to confirm our trade criteria. We want to make sure the exponential moving averages are aligning with our trend direction. So since we're going short, we want to make sure that the 20 is under the 50 and the 50 is under the 200. That would be confirming that we're good to trade. Okay. If the price is downtrending or we're seeing lower highs and lower lows, but the 20 is above the 50, that is not a time that we want to trade. Okay. For example, and you'll see that. So the next thing is decide on which trade setup you want to take. We could take the retrace or the continuation. So the retrace is going to give us a higher risk reward ratio. We might not get filled because price might not retrace far enough to fill us. Okay. But if it doesn't get filled and it so retraces a little bit and then continues downward, then we'll take the continuation setup. So it's kind of like first we go for that retrace. If we don't get that, then we go for that continuation. And sometimes when you look at the chart, the retrace has already happened. So you kind of have to go for the continuation. And that's totally fine too. It's just 2 different setups to take. All right. So identifying trend direction. Most of you guys already know all this, but I'm just being really basic. When you see a high and then a lower high, a low and a lower low, that is trending down. When you see a high and a higher high, a low and a higher low, then that is trending long. So that's the first thing we look for is what are we seeing in price action? Which way is it going? And today, obviously, we see lower lows and lower highs. And so that's why we're looking for short. The next thing, like we said, is confirm the trade idea. Are the EMAs showing the same? So we are looking to go short today. Do we see the 20 under the 50, under the 200, right? And these are all really fanned out. They don't necessarily have to all be fanned out like that. That usually means the move has already happened or is happening. But even if it's right here, just you're seeing it happen, right? They're in your favor, 20 under the 50 and the 200. If the 20 was above the 50, we would not trade yet, right? That's what I mean by confirming the idea. We want to make sure it's trending. And so, like I said here, do not trade if the EMAs are not supporting your trend direction. So they want to all be in alignment here. And opposite, if it is trading long, then you want the 20 above the 50, above the 200. You guys get that? Okay. So the two different strategies, we have a retrace and a continuation. So the retrace here is our low, our high, our lower low, and we're expecting a lower high here, right? So this is what we want to get in on. We set up our trades with the fib tool. Actually, this line is a fib tool. And so we actually can set it up with our entry, our stop loss, and our take profit, all which is the fib tool, which is super convenient. And what you do is when you're trying to get on the retrace, you grab your fib from the bottom, you click here and you bring it all the way up to the high, the swing high here, and that's going to give you this trade setup. Okay, and we'll go over the details of that. So you click the low, bring it up to the high, and it's going to target our entry and give us our stop and our take profit. Okay, the continuation, all right, so now we see it's already retraced and now it's on its way down. The continuation is the same thing. We click here on the fib. Instead of bringing it to this high, we're going to bring it to this high, right? You're bringing it to the most recent high, right? When you bring it up to this high, this one hasn't happened yet. You're hoping to get in on the retrace. But at this point, price is on its way down. So you're clicking here and bringing it up to here. Now, these are two different fib setups, two different trade setups, right? This one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. So these are two different fib setups, and we'll go over the settings of those. As you can see, the retrace gives you a 4-to-1 risk reward. The continuation gives you a 1 to 1.6 risk reward. So it's not like the best risk reward, but if you're winning the trades with a good percentage, like I said, then that's a good thing. And so hopefully this is all making sense. I wish I did this in mentoring yesterday because this is way crisper than how I trained it yesterday. But that's all good. We're doing it now.
I actually have a comment on that 1 to 6, if you don't mind, Andrew.
Yeah.
Like, if Josh was actually the one that kind of opened my eyes to this. If you're winning 1 risk reward a day, that's 30x in a month. So, like, sure, it doesn't seem like it's a lot, but that adds up if you're just winning 1.5 every day.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, it's a big deal. It really starts to compound. So that's nice.
And Andrew, I have a question. I don't want to throw you off if you're on a bit of a, but yesterday you mentioned that you were looking at about 0.5% of a move. Is that like an ideal, or is that sort of a minimum? Like if it's 3, 4, are you still okay with that, or would you be like, is there a range that you're sort of ideally looking for?
Well, the thing is, the smaller. So, and that question deals with the stop loss percentage, right? The price action. So, we'll talk about that. So, if the price action has to move, let's say 1% to hit the stop loss, okay, and you pay fees on your trade, and every exchange has a different fee structure, but let's say roughly 0.1%. If this price has to move 1% here, and you're risking, say, let's say you're risking $25, just so I don't have all these one numbers. Whoops. Say you're risking $25, right? If this price action moves 1%, you lose $25. Well, in theory, but you actually lose more than $25 because you pay fees. Now, if this moves 1% and you lose $25, 1%, and then you pay a 0.1% fee, well, 0.1% out of 1 is a smaller amount, right? So your fee isn't that much. It's 0.1 out of 1, right? So it's about a tenth. So you actually lose, $25 plus a $2.50 fee. If you guys are tracking with me. But if this percentage, if it's not 1%, what if it was 0.2%? Okay, let's just get really, really small. Let's say that your stop loss percentage was 0.2. You're doing such a micro trade. Well, now if price moves that 0.2% and stops you out, you lose $25, but the price moved 0.2% and you paid a 0.1% fee. Well, 0.1 is half of 0.2. So you lose $25 and you pay a $12.50 fee. So you're
okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I struggled to understand this. I was just kept on there.
Yeah.
Persevering. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So your risk factor is 25, but you're losing 50% more than your risk factor because you're trading on such a small scale. Now, so that's why, I'm recommending only trading this on the 5 minute and above, because when you go down to the 3 minute and the 1 minute, the stop percentage does get very small. And even though
I found when I took on 1 minute, I found like some of the 1.6s just wasn't worthwhile, because say you're risking 1 to get 1.6. Realistically, I was risking 0.6 or 1.6 to make 0.6, if you know what I mean, after with including all the fees.
Yeah, it's not profitable. It's not profitable in the 1 minute. So because of the fees.
Yeah.
So it's a good question. So yeah, I talked about that yesterday with the stop percentage. So that's something to be mindful of. That's why the Pro Trade Tracker has fees accounted in there as well for you to make sure you're mindful of that for your profitability. But when you're 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, trades, the other strategies with more of a range and a wider price action, it's not as much of a challenge to deal with those fees. But on this strategy, it can become more of a challenge if you're not aware of it. So just trade on the 5 minute and above. And like we were saying, no, I wouldn't go any smaller than a 0.5% risk, on the setup. So cool.
Okay.
Good question. All right. So, and if you're on the stream or you're watching this recording and you're like, what the heck was that all about? Don't worry about it. Okay. Just like ask a question in the chat and we'll help you out. But so back to the strategies. So we have, our swing, our low to our high, we get, our retrace, we have our low to our high here, we get our continuation. These are the risk reward ratios. This one here, the retrace, this is a limit order, as you know. So when price comes up and hits above here, it's going to fill in a limit. This one is a conditional order. So when price comes down and hits this new low, it's going to trigger an order and then continue down. So we see that limit order, conditional order. All right. So here's a real world example. This was a alerted trade on August 25th. This was a retrace and we can see that we won. So let's go through the criteria. Number one, trend direction. We had there was a high over here. You can't see it. We had a high, a low. This was a lower high. This was a lower low. So there's our trend short. Sorry about that. And we have, you can't see the 200, but it's up here. And then here's the 50 and here's the 20. So we've got 20 below 50 below 200. And now we've got our new low here. So what do? We grab our fib. We click here. Number one, click here first. Bring it up to here. Number two, up to that high. This is our fib trade setup. You see price comes all the way up right to it and comes right down to our target profit. Okay. And so that is how simple that was and how quick the trades can happen and what we're working towards. Now, again, if this price didn't come all the way up to the retrace and it came maybe halfway and started turning around, then you could shoot for the continuation setup, which is what we have kind of like in this situation. So here's a continuation. We have a low. Well, first we have trend direction. We established trend direction is down. We had a high up here. We have a low. We have a lower high. We're anticipating a lower low. We have 20 under the 50 under the 200. We did get a little spike up above here. So this was kind of a, I don't want to say a riskier trade, but because it was just kind of crossing as we came in here. But either way, you guys get it. Click here at the low, click up to the high. Price comes down, breaks this level on the conditional entry, and continues down to fill us at our target profit. And so again, really simple. The same thing is we establish our trend direction. We check our EMAs to make sure they're in alignment. On this one, we've entered the break. And we're good to go. We just pull our fib and, we got to decide which one we want. So let's talk about those fib levels. Okay. So here's the retracement fib settings. So this is this one. All right. And so if you want to take a look at that or screenshot that, that's what it is. Also, if you want to put the prices on the fib, like I do, then just scroll down and just check the prices box. Okay. I didn't put it on, but it's just at the bottom of this. So there's a price box. When you check that box, it will put the prices here for you. So that's really nice if you just want to quickly put your prices in your order, because technically you don't need the trade setup box anymore if you have your trade idea right on your fib. However, it is cool to kind of see. I like seeing it, so I always put it on there. But after I place my order, yeah.
Can we take a look at the other screenshot so we can screenshot it?
Yeah, this one, and then the next one, right?
The other one, the first, the TC1.
This one?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. This one.
Oh, you want to screenshot this and then the fib settings?
Yeah, and as well as the fib settings when you're ready.
So if anyone wants to take a screenshot of this, go for it. And then also, guys, just with all of our strategies, please don't share this stuff with people who haven't purchased the course. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that goes without saying.
Anyway, it's our hedge, right?
What's that?
It's our hedge. We're not going to share it with other people.
Right.
So we have to
get off our hedge, man.
So here's the fib settings for that one. If you guys want to screenshot that.
Awesome, thank you.
Yep.
Can we also go back to the previous one we had, the two previous, no, back when we sort of started?
Oh, well, I'll probably post this somewhere for you guys to have, like the whole presentation. So,
Okay.
yeah. But if you want, just like if you guys want this setup, you can have this one, and then I'll give you the fib settings here too. If you want to screenshot this real quick, go for it. And then the fib settings for this are this one.
Can you show us how to bookmark the fib settings? You know,
Yeah.
TC1 and
Like the
everything like that?
templates.
Yeah, please.
Yep.
I tried it on my own, but it didn't work out quite well.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the end of the PowerPoint. That's all I have there for it. All right, so here we go. Adam didn't make it. It's on its way down. ETH didn't make it. It's on its way down. I'm going to go to the Adam trade and adjust this real quick because
I just adjusted it. It's just about to. It's coming.
Okay, it's
close.
already going to get triggered at the lower low.
yeah, I just need to adjust it for the signals people here. Dark continuation. Click here. Click here.
But
Boom.
it's already signaled, I think, Andrew,
What's that?
the right way.
What do you say?
It's already signaled the right way. Like you
Oh.
already they're doing what was signaled.
No, it's different.
It came up to a higher high, so we have to adjust the setup.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. So because it came in and pushed a higher high, we do need to let me get this out of here. All right. Shoot. I hope I can get this out in time. I don't want to do it if it's just going to plow right through it. Okay. There's time.
Actually, I'm putting these on.
I switched to a turned to TC1 as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that now, but it's. Did you get
It actually, it's like 0.5 from filling, and then it went back up a little bit. No, it was about to fill.
There you go. So there it is. So like, you know, we could have got filled on the retrace. We didn't. So now we adjust. We have our low up to our high. We have all of our criteria met. A high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, lower high. We're anticipating a lower low. We have 20 under the 50 under the 200. And we'll see what happens. Let's look at ETH. ETH is actually looking better, but yeah, ETH is looking good. So same thing here. What we would do is adjust this. Grab our fib here, continuation right here.
Oh my gosh.
It's like
It keeps touching it. Like there it is. I'm in it now.
You're in. Okay, nice. How's Adam doing? Adam's working its way there.
And I'm already 75% in profits.
Go. One candle, full profit, baby.
Go.
One candle. Let's go. Boom.
Let's freaking go.
One candle.
Heck yeah. I love it. I love the system.
Oh, that's epic.
freaking pumping. Full profit in 10 seconds.
No way, really?
We just watched it. It just happened. It literally just.
Best guy. I didn't switch to the right system yet, so
That's freaking awesome.
Would you say it's worth going a bit aggressive in it? Like, say, we usually risk out $100 instead risk 300.
That's an interesting thought. I haven't thought about it that way. I guess we'd probably want to look at more trades and more coins and more scenarios. But I mean, you can see, you know, it's a quicker strategy. You know, this is the first one I've seen live go just full. I've seen it on candle replay, but this is the first live one I've seen where we had a one candle full profit. Sometimes, you know, they kind of consolidate and stuff like that and then drop, but
this is crazy.
Yeah. That's cool. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. I'm pumped. I wasn't even in the trade. I'm pumped.
Yeah. That pumps me a little bit. Sorry.
That's great, man. So you guys saw how that worked, right? So we went for the retrace first, didn't fill, we come down, we change, boom, we get the continuation. And now we can just, now it's trending, it's continuing, we could do the same thing. You know, now we can come in and we can look for a retrace. Yep. You can come in, look for a retrace now, you know. We just look for this low. Where's it going to be? You know, maybe literally it could be here. Price, this was previous support, could flip previous resistance. We could come in here and you know, we could get a retrace right here. You know, we just don't know. It just depends on if price makes a new low. But if this is the low, then this is our next setup. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but also, how do you work out what your take profit is?
Yeah, that's part of the fib settings.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, that's just something. It's the 1.618. I'm gonna zoom just, you know, camera and everything. So
Andrew, is there any restriction on which coin we could use that strategy?
I have done a lot on ETH and Sol. That's pretty much the two I've done a ton on. So, and with this strategy, as you can see, like there's plenty of opportunities. So you don't need to like, I don't think you need to find, like, look at a lot of coins, you know?
No, you stick to one and you spend your whole day on it.
Yeah, you just follow it, you know? I'm gonna pretty much trade Sol, like, as I've been doing. It's like, so awesome. Sol and ETH are like, can you help with that? So you see it came down, formed a new low. So I just brought this down lower. So we'll see. And again, that's even lining up with our previous support, lining up with resistance, even a little bit better. So let's see how Adam's doing.
This might be hard to get the signal for, right? I mean, it happens so quickly sometimes that for you to signal them.
I alerted 4 winners on Friday.
Yeah. I mean,
I just gotta sit at my computer, you know. I need to find a way to know, like, and maybe you guys can help me with this. It would help everyone if we had a way to know when price is trending, if there's like some type of indicator, or if there's just like a certain percentage.
But you can do an alert on the trading view when those EMA crosses.
Yeah, so that's what we can do. That's good.
I don't know if you can alert them to make sure they are in the right order, but you can alert if they cross.
Yeah, we can alert if they cross. Actually, yeah, and you can alert if they cross under too. You can say like crossing down. So EMA.
But you cannot specify the order of the EMA, right?
Well, if you have 3 separate EMAs, you could, but since this is all one indicator, it won't work. But if you had, you know, because this is the 3 EMA, but if you actually had 3 separate EMA indicators, then you could say if the 20 crosses under the 50, give me an alert. If the 50 crosses under the 200, give me an alert. And then you would just know, you would just look at your alerts and just know, oh, okay, I got both alerts. You know, you just kind of know where you're at.
That would be a game changer.
Yeah, that could be good. So, Rami, how you feeling, man? Are you got the adrenaline going? You settled down yet?
No, I'm good now. I apologize earlier.
Oh God.
I was just really excited. I
think you fainted.
You passed I think anyone would be happy to freaking get a 10-second trade and it'd be full win.
That's 10 seconds.
How often did it happen, right? It's so crazy.
Oh man, this is an awesome system.
Yeah.
Get the lotion.
Manage your emotion, Rami.
I know, right?
Trade like a robot. It's just what happens. 10 second.
Oh yeah, it's just a win. It happens.
That's funny. No, we just my wife just stepped in the room. No, we just alerted a trade. Well, we didn't alert it, but on live here, Rami took a trade with the new strategy and it went full profit in 10 seconds.
I heard you yelling about candles.
Yeah, I was pumped.
I could.
I'm gonna edit this ETH short.
Right,
ETH short, Justin setup.
let's go get a shirt on. Let's go change it. We're gonna go some candles. We'll leave in a little bit.
All right. Oh, don't climb too fast. Oh, let me get this out there. I start to get like butterfingers when I watch the price action start moving when I'm trying to do this. You know?
You got to control your emotions.
I just want to get it out in time, you know? It's like there's been so many times I get so close to getting it out and then it starts pumping or I miss it or something. Bye, enjoy your day. Oh, what's going on with this? Bye, love you. So yeah, you guys see kind of how this works. Any questions so far? I think somebody wanted to see how to do the fibs. So let's talk about that. So when you have a drawing tool, which, you know, these are all drawing tools here, which the fib is one of them, you can, you get this little box right here. This is the template box. So you click on that and then you can just save drawing as, and then you just name it. And so then you have all the different templates. So I have for the dark layout, and then I have one for the light screen layout, which this is really fun to kind of trade on the light screen too. You know, I think like sometimes I like the light screen on my phone, to be honest with you. It's really crisp and easy to see on my phone, but then I like the dark screen on my computer. So for what it's worth. So I have like the trend See how it kind of looks like that. So, yep. All right, so that's how you save it. You just click on this little tile button here, save it, and then just to go over again, this is the retrace, and then this is the continuation. And if you guys want to, I don't want to confuse you, but if you want to get fancy or just have like one template, you can actually do it in combined. So I actually created a combined template where it's both setups on one fib. So if you want to screenshot that, you certainly can. And I'll show you how to use that. That way you don't have to deal with like two fibs. You can literally just have like one fib on your screen and just kind of move it around. And so I'll show you what that looks like. So this is the one fib template with both of them on there. So you see we click here, we bring it up, and you just kind of have both setups. So you see right here is the retrace entry, the retrace stop loss, and then this is the retrace take profit. And then if you were to be doing a continuation, you put it here, you still bring it up to the high, but then you see that this is your entry here, and this is your stop there, and this is your take profit there. So, you know, I don't know how to put words on here. If I did, that'd be cool. This is the retrace, and the retrace, right? And this is the continuation. That's terrible. It's worse than yesterday.
There's a little, do you see the T on the toolbar?
Right here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
You can add that.
So retrace. And then this would be continuation right there. Continuation and continuation. You don't have to do it that way.
TC1 is the retrace one, and TC2 is the continuation, right?
Yeah, we have to clarify that because we kind of changed it after we announced it. So I think the TC1 is going to be the retracement, because the TC1, that's what, because think first, right? TC1, what are we doing first? First, we're going for that retracement. Second, we're going for that continuation. So TC1 is retracement, TC2 is continuation. So
this is a
TC1
tracker. All right.
TC2 continuation. Yeah, it was kind of an afterthought yesterday in mentoring when I was like, actually it makes more sense to kind of do it the other way. So like this. So that's how we'll do it. So that's what we have for you guys. That's something I'm super pumped. I'm hoping we're gonna make a lot of money with this. And for those of you guys who are like me, who want to trade more, not overtrade, but just have the opportunity to trade more, this is gonna fit that need, I believe. And I'm pumped.
I think the best.
What's that?
Yeah, it's a total game changer for me. I think it's
I think so for me too.
Yeah, I think the best thing about it is, like, with the Never trade, I'm not saying this in a negative way, but there's a gap, you know, in the market where we can't capitalize on, and this fills that gap perfectly. Like,
yeah, when Bitcoin crashed or pumped, you know, the big crash we had, we couldn't even get in with the older system. Right now, we could capitalize on that.
Yeah,
Andrew, I was thinking, do you reckon that maybe once we've took some trades, do you think there's a way of looking at the trend continuation to determine the momentum of it to extend from the 1.6 to the 2.6? You know what I mean? Or anything like that? Or do you?
You mean like letting the continuation run?
Yeah, down to like the 2.6 instead of the 1.
Yeah, I mean that's something that we could do along the road, like down the road if people want to, but that just adds.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. It just adds a certain level of complication that I don't want with these strategies. I want them to just be really simple. The thing is too, like when this like pumped, right? Like let's say we let me get rid of these now and we'll just kind of go real world, right? So so obviously we're seeing this start to continue to move, right? And our original profit was right now it hasn't dropped a huge amount yet, right? But it is looking like it might go further than our profit. So you're saying like, what if we knew that we wanted to keep it going?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could throw like the 5 EMA on there would probably be what I would do. But the thing is, these lower time frame trades or these trend trades, they can one candle could push this all the way right back up to entry. One candle. And so
we just seen Robbie get full profit in one candle, So
so that's why I like the simplicity of just in and out, because like here's the 5 EMA, right? Price is way under the 5 EMA. So we'd say like there's definitely momentum here. But if price just comes right back up to that EMA, we're right back at entry.
Yeah, I suppose.
So you see what I'm saying?
So when I think about it, it's a bit more like it's not about locking in a bigger risk factor. It's more about consistently locking in profits along the way, which this does do really well.
Yeah, and if this does drop hard, right? Let's say like it does, and it tanks hard. You know, oh dang it! You know, we missed out on all this profit. Well, that's one way to think about it. But the other way to think about it is, oh, awesome, time to look for our next retrace.
Yeah.
You know, and just getting the next one. You know, so that the opportunity is there until it stops trending, right? The opportunity is still there.
And the longer you stay on the market, for me, the riskier it gets.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
I like short, and you know, one candle trade, it's perfectly fine for me. I want them all to be like that. one candle.
That was pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome. All right, so let's look at Adam real quick, and then I actually have a meeting I have to do here at noon, and it's noon now for me, so I'm gonna go. But does anyone have any last minute questions or anything like that for me before we end it?
Yeah, when are you going to post up them things we meant to screenshot?
Yeah, with the well, I'm gonna post this video so you guys can watch this video again. I'll post this today, and then there's the mentoring yesterday, and then as soon as I'm done with that PowerPoint, I'll put that somewhere in the Discord for you guys as well. Yeah, so I'll hopefully have that done today as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Any other thoughts or questions?
No, I think I'm good. You can go and jump in your other meeting.
Yeah.
Cool, guys. Awesome. Well,
if you all want to stay